Doctor, Alex Harper adjusted his backpack and stepped carefully over the jagged rocks of the alien landscape. The air was thick with a sweet, unfamiliar scent that reminded him of rain on Earth, mixed with something floral he could not name. He had arrived on this planet 3 days ago, sent by the Interstellar Research Council to study the strange ecosystems. Despite his excitement, there was always a twinge of nervousness whenever he explored alone. The sky was a deep purple, streaked with green clouds that shimmered faintly in the dim light of the two suns. Strange creatures moved in the distance, some floating, some scuttling on 6 legs. Alex's scanner beeped softly, recording atmospheric readings and scanning for signs of life. Most of the planet's creatures were small and distant, but the readings suggested intelligence that could rival Earth's mammals. He crouched near a cluster of glowing blue flowers. Their petals pulsed with light, almost like tiny hearts beating in the dark. Alex knelt, carefully observing them and taking notes on his tablet. Suddenly, a soft whisper tickled his ear. "My mother wants to meet you, human." Alex froze. His heart jumped into his throat. He spun around quickly, expecting some hidden creature, but saw nothing. The whisper was faint, almost like it had come from inside his own head. "Who's there?" He called cautiously, trying to keep his voice calm. The wind swirled around him, carrying the scent of the flowers. No answer came, only silence. Then he saw movement near a large rock. A small figure peered out cautiously. It was no taller than a human child, but its shape was strange. Its skin glimmered faintly in shades of silver and green, and its large, black eyes reflected curiosity and intelligence. The boy's limbs were slightly longer than normal for a child, giving it a graceful, almost floating appearance. Alex blinked. "Hello, bum. Can you understand me?" he asked. The boy nodded slowly. "Yes, I can speak your language," he said softly, stepping out from behind the rock. His voice was gentle, almost musical. "I am Nilo." Alex's mind raced. This was the first intelligent life he had seen on the planet, perhaps in the entire galaxy. His training kicked in, and he tried to remain calm, though his hands trembled slightly. "I'm Dr. Alex Harper. I'm a human. Why are you here? Why are you whispering to me?" Nilo tilted his head, as if considering the question. "I am small. Many are afraid of me. My mother. She will want to see you. She knows you are not dangerous." Alex swallowed hard. "Your mother? She must be enormous." Nilo shook his head. "She is not dangerous. She is wise. She will speak to you." Alex hesitated. Every warning from his training screamed to retreat. He had read reports about alien species, some were friendly, others deadly. But he also remembered that science meant exploration and courage. Taking a deep breath, he said, "All right, I will meet her. Lead the way." Nilo's eyes brightened, and he moved lightly across the rocks, almost floating. Alex followed, stepping carefully. Every few moments, he glanced at the alien child, fascinated by the way its skin shimmered, changing colors with the movement of its muscles. Its eyes were large, reflecting the light of the twin suns, and Alex felt as though they were looking straight into his soul. The boy led him through a forest unlike anything Alex had seen. Trees with translucent leaves glowed softly, casting colors across the soft moss underfoot. Strange creatures scuttled in the shadows, but none approached. Nilo occasionally touched the creatures, and they paused, as if recognizing him. Alex noticed that the boy seemed to communicate with them in a language beyond words, gestures, and feelings that he could not understand. After walking for what felt like an hour, they came to a cliff overlooking a valley. The valley below shimmered with floating structures, suspended in midair by crystals that glowed faintly. Streams of light connected the buildings, moving like rivers of liquid energy. Alex's mouth fell open in awe. This is your home?" he whispered. Nilo nodded. "Yes, my mother is waiting. Come." Alex followed Nilo down a narrow path that twisted along the cliffside. The path was carved from the rock, smooth and safe, though it looked impossible from afar. As they descended, Alex noticed more signs of intelligence in the environment. Small machines hovered in the air, seemingly tending to the plants and creatures. Some devices emitted soft sounds, almost like music, and Alex realized they were communicating in some way with the ecosystem. Finally, they arrive at the entrance of a large, circular structure floating above the ground. It pulsed with light, and its surface shimmered like liquid metal. Alex could feel a hum in the air, energy, powerful and alive. Nilo stepped forward and motioned for Alex to follow him inside. The interior was vast, open, and bright with glowing walls. Strange symbols floated in the air, shifting and changing as Alex watched. The air was warm and carried a soft scent of jasmine. And then, in the center of the room, she appeared, the mother. She was taller than any human Alex had ever seen, her presence serene and commanding. Her skin glimmered with shifting colors like liquid sunlight. Her eyes were enormous and deep, filled with intelligence, curiosity, and calm warmth. She regarded Alex with a gentle gaze, and for a moment, he felt no fear, only wonder. "You are Alex Harper," she said in a voice that resonated like music and thought at the same time. "We have been watching your kind. You are curious, brave. You see without judgment." Alex bowed slightly. "I am honored to meet you. I come in peace. I only wish to learn about your world." She inclined her head. "You are here for a reason. Your species has potential. Your mind is open, your heart ready. But potential alone is not enough. You must show understanding, patience, and respect for life in all its forms." Alex nodded eagerly. "I understand. I promise to do my best." Nilo stepped closer to his mother, holding her hand. "I told her you were not dangerous," he said softly. "She believes me. You will be tested." Alex's heart raced. "Tested? How?" The mother's gaze softened. "Through trials of thought, action, and spirit. You will face challenges. You will be guided, and you will learn. If you succeed, you will gain knowledge not only of our world, but of yourself." Alex took a deep breath. He knew that these words were more than a welcome, they were a challenge. Yet, despite the uncertainty, he felt excitement and a strange sense of belonging. Perhaps this encounter would change not only his life, but the future of humanity itself. Nilo tugged lightly at his sleeve. "Come, I will show you where you will rest. Tomorrow, the first trial begins." Alex followed him, looking back at the mother one last time. Her gaze was calm, powerful, and full of promise. And as he walked through the shimmering corridors of the alien home, he felt the first stirrings of a bond that could span species, planets, and perhaps the galaxy itself. Outside, the twin suns dipped below the horizon, bathing the floating village in golden light. The wind carried the scent of alien flowers and the promise of discovery. Alex felt small, yet more alive than ever. He knew this was only the beginning. The small alien boy whispered again, "Just for him, my mother. She believes in you." Alex smiled. "Then I will not fail her." And with that, the human and the little alien boy walked further into the unknown together. The morning light filtered through the translucent walls of the alien structure, casting rainbow-like patterns across the floor. Dr. Alex Harper awoke to the soft hum of the building, a sound that seemed alive, almost breathing. The little alien boy, Nilo, was already waiting for him outside the resting chamber, bouncing lightly on his toes with energy that seemed endless. "Good morning, human," Nilo said cheerfully. "Today, you will see the valley. My mother says you must first understand our home." Alex rubbed his eyes, still adjusting to the strange, vibrant colors of the environment. "All right," he replied, "I'm ready." Despite his nervousness, curiosity pushed him forward. Each step he took felt like walking into a dream, where the rules of physics and imagination blended. The boy led him down a spiraling path that floated above the ground. Alex held tightly to the smooth railing, marveling at the valley below. The village seemed alive. Structures floated and swayed gently, connected by streams of light, while creatures of all shapes and sizes moved about without fear. Some were small, with wings that glimmered like glass, and others were taller than Alex, moving gracefully on multiple limbs. None approached them aggressively. "This valley is alive," Alex whispered. "It's like everything is connected." Nilo nodded. "Yes, all life here shares energy. We do not take without giving. The balance is important." As they walked, Alex noticed the small machines tending to plants and creatures. They were simple in shape but elegant in function. They cleaned, healed, and even communicated with the wildlife. Alex's mind raced. His species had many advanced technologies, yet here, nature and technology were one. The harmony was stunning. They stopped near a grove of glowing crystal trees. The trunks shone like quartz, and soft streams of light flowed like water through their branches. Alex reached out to touch one, but Nilo gently stopped him. Do not touch without asking. The boy said, "These crystals feel pain if broken." Alex blinked. Pain? For a crystal? Nilo's large eyes were serious. Yes, all things feel, in a way. Everything matters. You will learn more. As they moved deeper into the valley, Alex noticed small floating platforms appearing in the air. Nilo hopped onto one effortlessly, gesturing for Alex to follow. Hesitant at first, Alex placed his foot on the platform. It rose smoothly, carrying him up to the next level of the valley. His heart pounded, but he reminded himself to trust the boy from this height. Alex saw the full beauty of the alien world. Waterfalls flowed upward, defying gravity, while birds-like creatures with glowing feathers danced around the floating rivers. Every sound was musical. The water, the creatures, even the wind seemed to sing. Alex felt as if he had stepped into a living painting. Suddenly, Nilo stopped and pointed to a distant ridge. There, he said, we will go through the forest to reach the mountain. My mother wants you to see the heart of our world before the trial. Alex followed, careful not to step on the soft, glowing moss that covered the ground. The forest was alive with movement. Strange animals peeked out from behind trees, watching silently. Some had translucent skin, revealing organs that pulsed with light, while others moved so fast that they were almost invisible. Alex's excitement and fear mingled. He had studied alien species before, but nothing compared to this. This forest is safe, Nilo said, reading his thoughts. But you must respect it. Do not run. Do not shout. All life notices. Alex nodded, trying to match his pace to the boys. As they walked, Nilo explained the ways of his people. We communicate not only with words, he said, with thoughts, feelings, and gestures. The rivers, the crystals, the air, they all speak. Humans do not always listen. Alex was fascinated. How do you teach a human to listen? Nilo smiled faintly. By experience. Their journey continued, winding through narrow paths and over floating bridges made of energy. Alex's legs ached, but he pressed on. Every step revealed new wonders, glowing flowers that opened and closed with the rhythm of the wind, stones that hummed with vibration, and creatures that mirrored Alex's movements as if studying him. Suddenly, the ground beneath them shook. Alex stumbled, and Nilo grabbed his arm, steadying him. A large shadow loomed above. From the forest canopy descended a massive creature, wings like silk stretched wide, and eyes like liquid gold. Alex froze, expecting an attack. Nilo stepped forward calmly. Do not fear. It watches. It tests. Alex held his breath as the creature circled them, wings generating gusts that rustled the glowing leaves. Then, slowly, it landed a short distance away. Its eyes met Alex's, and for a moment, he felt judged, measured. He swallowed hard, keeping his hands visible. You see, Nilo whispered, life here is cautious. It tests new beings. It senses intentions. Your heart must be honest. Alex realized then that this was more than just survival. It was a lesson in respect, empathy, and patience. Every movement, every word mattered, after what felt like minutes but may have been hours. The creature slowly turned and disappeared into the forest. Alex exhaled, his body trembling. Nilo's hand rested lightly on his shoulder. Good, Nilo said softly. You did not run. You did not strike. You listened. You passed the first test of the forest. Alex nodded, feeling both pride and relief. Thank you, Nilo. I did not know it was a test. The boy smiled. All things teach. You will learn more. They continued through the forest until they reached a river glowing softly under the light of the twin suns. The water shimmered like liquid crystal. Small creatures with wings like lanterns floated above it, dipping down to touch the surface. Alex knelt to examine them, Fascinated. Nilo gestured toward a large stone across the river. We must cross. You will learn balance. Alex hesitated. The stone was narrow, and the water shimmered with unpredictable currents. I'm not sure I can. You can, Nilo said simply. I will guide you, step by step. Alex moved across the stones. Nilo's guidance was precise, gentle, and patient. Each step was a lesson in focus, trust, and awareness. By the time they reached the other side, Alex felt exhilarated. As if he had accomplished something far greater than simply crossing a river, they continued on, climbing higher into the mountains that ringed the valley. The air grew thinner, colder, but the view was breathtaking. From above, Alex could see the entire floating village, the forests, and the strange rivers flowing like ribbons of light. He marveled at the order and harmony of the world, how everything fit together perfectly, as if it had been designed with thought and care. Nilo stopped suddenly near a cliff's edge. Look, he said. Alex looked down and gasped. Below them, the valley glowed with a new intensity. Bioluminescent plants pulsed rhythmically, and creatures moved in patterns that seemed almost deliberate, almost like a dance. The energy of the world was alive and visible, a symphony of light and movement. This is the heart of our world, Nilo said. My mother says all life here is connected. You must understand it before your trial. Only then can you truly see. Alex felt awe sweep over him. He realized that he was not merely visiting this world. He was a part of it now, even if only for a short time. The alien boy had shown him a truth that was simple yet profound: to live in harmony with life. One must listen, respect, and act with care. As the suns began to set, painting the sky in brilliant shades of purple, orange, and green, Alex and Nilo settled near a glowing crystal tree. The boy sat cross-legged, and Alex followed, leaning back against the smooth trunk. You are learning quickly, Nilo said. Tomorrow, the trial begins. You must be ready. Alex nodded. I will do my best. I want to understand your world. And your mother's people? Nilo's eyes sparkled. Then you will succeed. You already take the first steps. Alex looked out over the valley, feeling a strange sense of peace. The journey had only just begun, but he knew one thing for certain: this world and its people had the power to change not only him, but the way humanity would see itself among the stars. The twin suns dipped below the horizon, and the valley glowed softly in the light of countless bioluminescent plants. Alex Harper, human explorer, felt both small and infinite. With the little alien boy beside him, he understood that courage, curiosity, and respect could bridge any divide even between species separated by worlds. And in that moment, he whispered to himself, I am ready for whatever comes next. The morning sun filtered through the translucent walls of the alien structure, bathing everything in soft golden light. Dr. Alex Harper rubbed his eyes and stretched, still amazed that he had slept peacefully in a place so strange and beautiful. Nilo was already waiting, bouncing lightly on his toes, as if he had slept even less than Alex. Good morning, human, the boy said, his voice gentle. Today, you will finally meet my mother. She wants to see you. Alex nodded, his stomach fluttering. I'm ready, he said, though he felt a mix of excitement and nerves. The idea of meeting an alien of such intelligence and power both thrilled and terrified him. Nilo led him through a hallway that shimmered with light, flowing in patterns that seemed to respond to their footsteps. Alex felt as if the walls themselves were alive, observing, guiding. The air smelled faintly of jasmine and rain, and the hum of the building resonated in his chest like a heartbeat. As they entered a wide-open chamber, Alex's eyes widened. The room seemed to float above the valley, suspended in midair by invisible energy. Crystals embedded in the walls pulsed gently, and streams of soft light moved along the floor like rivers. The architecture was alien, yet elegant, alive yet serene. And in the center of the room stood the mother. She was taller than any human Alex had ever seen, her presence commanding but not threatening. Her skin shimmered with shifting colors, like liquid sunlight moving over water. Her eyes were enormous, deep, and filled with intelligence, curiosity, and warmth. She looked at Alex not with suspicion, but with careful interest. "You are Alex Harper," she said, her voice melodic yet resonant, as though speaking to both ears and mind at once. "We have observed your kind for many cycles. You are curious, brave. You see without fear." Alex bowed slightly, unsure what gesture would be appropriate. "I am honored to meet you. I come in peace. I wish only to learn about your world and your people." The mother inclined her head, and for a moment, Alex felt a wave of calm wash over him. "You are here for a reason. Not all humans come with pure intentions. Your species has potential, but it must be guided. We will see if your heart and mind are ready." Nilo stepped forward and held the mother's hand. "I told you he is not dangerous," the boy said softly. "He is open. He will try to understand." The mother smiled faintly. "You are correct, Nilo. He shows promise. But promise alone is not enough. Understanding must be proven." Alex's heart raced. "Proven? How?" he asked. "You will face trials," the mother explained. "Tests of courage, patience, and insight. You will see our world, interact with its creatures, and make choices. Each choice will show who you are and what your species might bring to the galaxy." Alex swallowed, his mind spinning. "I understand. I will do my best." The mother's eyes softened. "Good. Your path begins with observation. You must see the connections between life here. Only then will the lessons make sense." She extended a glowing hand, and Alex felt an odd warmth radiate from it. Suddenly, images and sensations filled his mind, rivers flowing with liquid light, forests that sang with unseen voices, creatures that communicated through energy and thought. He felt the rhythm of the world, its balance, and its harmony. "It is overwhelming," Alex whispered, almost to himself. "Do not be afraid," the mother said. "You will grow accustomed. You must only open your heart and mind. Fear blinds. Curiosity guides." Nilo tugged at Alex's sleeve. "Come," the boy said. "I will show you more. The first lesson begins now." Alex followed him into a nearby chamber filled with floating orbs of light. Each orb contained a miniature ecosystem, a tiny forest, a sparkling lake, or a desert with shifting sand dunes. As Alex watched, he noticed small beings moving within them, tiny but alive, interacting with each other and the environment. "These are lessons," Nilo explained. "They show life in balance. Each choice affects others. You will learn how to act without harm." Alex moved closer, fascinated. He reached out toward one of the orbs, and the mother's voice spoke gently in his mind. "Touch with care. Observe first. Understanding comes before action." Alex hesitated, then watched the tiny creatures interact. He noticed one small being trapped under a falling branch in the tiny forest. Without thinking, he tilted the orb slightly, freeing it. The creature scurried to safety, and the miniature ecosystem stabilized. "Good," the mother said. "You acted with empathy and care. You are beginning to see the connections." Alex smiled, feeling a spark of pride. "It feels alive," he said. "Yes," she replied. "All life is alive, in ways your species often forgets. Energy flows through all things. Respect it, and you will understand. Ignore it, and you will fail." After a long pause, Nilo led Alex back into the open-air chamber. The mother followed, her presence calming yet powerful. "Now," she said, "you will meet the elders." Alex's stomach tightened. He had not expected more beings, and he felt nervous. The elders, she explained, were cautious and wise. They had not interacted with humans before, and they might not welcome him immediately. As they entered another section of the chamber, Alex saw them, 6 tall beings, each with a unique glow to their skin, reflecting colors that seemed impossible. Their eyes were intelligent and focused, scanning Alex as if weighing his intentions. "You are new," one elder said in a low, melodic tone. "We have observed your kind from afar. Few humans are patient. Few are still capable of understanding our ways." Alex bowed. "I am Alex Harper. I come in peace and with a desire to learn. I will respect your world and its life." The elders exchanged glances. One stepped forward, its long fingers moving gracefully. "Actions speak louder than words, human. You will be tested, and only your actions will prove your worth." Alex nodded. I understand. I am ready. Nilo squeezed his hand. Do not fear. They will see your heart. The mother spoke, her voice resonating through the chamber. You will begin tomorrow. Today, you observe and learn. Watch the creatures, see the balance, understand the energy of life. Only then can you act wisely. Alex spent the day walking through the chambers and gardens. Guided by Nilo, he watched creatures of every size and shape interact, forming a delicate balance he could barely comprehend. He noticed that even the smallest choice, moving a branch, stepping carefully, observing quietly, had effects on the environment. By the time the twin suns set, painting the sky with shades of purple, green, and gold, Alex felt a mixture of awe and humility. He realized that intelligence alone was not enough to survive or thrive here. Understanding, patience, and respect were equally important. He sat with Nilo near a glowing river, watching small creatures swim in patterns of light. Your mother, she is remarkable, he said softly. And your people, they are incredible. Nilo smiled. They will be your teachers. If you listen, you will learn. Tomorrow, the trial begins. You must be ready in heart, mind, and spirit. Alex nodded, feeling both nervous and excited. I will do my best, he said. Nilo looked up at the sky, the twin suns casting long shadows. That is all we can ask of you, he said. To try, to learn, to understand. Alex watched the floating structures glow softly in the night, the creatures moving peacefully through the valley. He thought of his own world, Earth, and wondered how humanity would respond if they knew such life existed. He felt a sense of responsibility not only to survive the trials, but to prove that humans could act with care, wisdom, and respect across the galaxy. As he drifted to sleep, Alex felt the weight of the coming challenges, but also the excitement of discovery. The mother's presence, calm and powerful, lingered in his mind, reminding him that this journey was bigger than him. It was about connection, understanding, and the possibility of building bridges between worlds. And somewhere beside him, Nilo whispered softly, tomorrow, you will see what your heart can truly do. Alex smiled in the darkness, feeling a sense of purpose he had never known before. For the first time in his life, he truly understood that humanity's greatest strength might not be its technology, its strength, or even its intelligence, but its capacity to care, to understand, and to grow. The morning air was cool and still as Dr. Alex Harper followed Nilo through the floating corridors of the alien structure. Today was different. The soft hum of the building seemed louder, more focused, almost like it was preparing him for something important. Alex's stomach tightened with nervous anticipation. The mother had said his first trial would begin today. What exactly that meant, he did not yet know. You're ready, human, Nilo said cheerfully, skipping lightly along the pathway. My mother says this is your first trial. You must learn by seeing and doing. You must think carefully and act wisely. Alex nodded, taking a deep breath. I understand. I will do my best. The boy led him to a large chamber suspended above the valley. It was unlike anything Alex had seen before. The walls glimmered with floating symbols, shifting and rotating as though alive. In the center of the room was a platform of crystal, glowing softly under the light of the twin suns. As Alex stepped forward, he felt a subtle vibration beneath his feet, like the pulse of life itself. A soft voice filled the chamber. It was the mother, speaking directly into his mind. Your trial begins. You will face challenges of courage, empathy, and wisdom. Every choice matters. Observe carefully, act wisely, and your heart will guide you. Alex swallowed hard, his pulse quickening. I am ready. Suddenly, the chamber shifted. Walls disappeared, replaced by a forest filled with towering glowing trees and strange creatures moving among them. Alex looked around, amazed. This forest felt alive, and he sensed immediately that every plant and animal was connected in some way. This is your first challenge, Nilo explained. You must navigate the forest and reach the mountain at its center. Along the way, you will see creatures in need, puzzles to solve, and paths that test your patience. You may choose your path, but every choice has consequences. Alex nodded, stepping cautiously into the forest. The ground glowed faintly under his feet, revealing safe paths and dangerous areas. As he moved forward, he saw a small creature trapped under a fallen branch. It looked fragile, its skin shimmering like liquid glass. Without hesitation, Alex lifted the branch, freeing the creature. It chirped happily and darted into the air, its wings leaving trails of light. Alex felt a spark of pride. The first lesson was clear. Small acts of care mattered. Further along, the forest grew denser. The paths twisted and turned, and Alex encountered a fork. One path glowed softly, inviting him to walk with ease. The other was dark and tangled, filled with obstacles. His mind raced. The glowing path seemed safe, but something inside told him the dark path might teach him more. He chose the darker path. Every step required care. Vines reached out like hands, branches blocked his way, and strange creatures eyed him warily. Alex moved slowly, observing each obstacle before acting. He lifted fallen logs, cleared vines, and spoke softly to the creatures as he passed. Suddenly, a shadow moved above him. A large predator, its wings folded like sails, swooped down, blocking the path. Alex froze. The creature's eyes were like liquid gold, assessing him. It moved closer, and Alex could feel the power radiating from it. Stay calm. Nilo's voice whispered in his mind. Do not run. Do not strike. Show respect. Alex exhaled slowly, lowering his hands and speaking softly. I mean no harm. The creature paused, then slowly stepped aside, allowing him to pass. Alex's heart raced, but he smiled. The forest had taught him patience, courage, and the importance of respect. As he continued, he reached a clearing with a sparkling river. Across the water, a group of small creatures was trapped on a floating crystal platform. The river's current was strong, and there were no easy paths. Alex scanned the surroundings and noticed a series of stepping stones, but they were unstable. He could cross carefully, but one wrong step could tip the creatures into the river. He thought carefully. Instead of rushing, Alex gathered fallen branches and vines, constructing a small bridge for the creatures to cross safely. It took time and effort, but one by one, the creatures reached the other side unharmed. Nilo's voice filled his mind. You acted with care and ingenuity. You see that thinking before acting is as important as courage. You are learning well, human. Alex smiled, feeling a growing confidence. Yet he knew the trial was not over. Ahead, the forest thinned, and a mountain rose in the distance, glowing with energy. The path was steep and rocky, challenging even for someone in peak physical condition. He began the climb, careful to place his feet securely on each ledge. As he neared the summit, the wind grew stronger. Strange creatures swooped around him, testing his balance. Alex focused, trusting his instincts in what he had learned from the boy and the mother. Step by step, he ascended, never rushing, always aware of his surroundings. At the peak, he found a small clearing with a crystal pedestal at its center. On it rested a glowing orb, radiating warmth and light. Alex approached cautiously. The orb pulsed like a heartbeat, and he felt its energy connect with his own. A voice filled his mind. It was the mother. This is the final part of your trial, human. The orb represents life and balance. You must show understanding, empathy, and courage to succeed. What will you do? Alex looked around. Below him, the mountain cliffs were steep. If he touched the orb carelessly, the energy could be disrupted, harming the forest and creatures below. He closed his eyes, taking a deep breath. He focused on the lessons he had learned: patience, care, observation, respect. Slowly, he placed his hands on the orb, feeling its warmth spread through him. He did not rush or force it. Instead, he moved with thought, adjusting his touch, balancing energy, and letting the orb respond to him. The orb glowed brighter, then stabilized. A wave of energy swept across the forest below, calming the creatures, aligning the trees, and harmonizing the rivers. Alex felt a profound connection with the world, as if he understood the heartbeat of life itself. Well done, human, the mother's voice said softly. You have shown courage, empathy, patience, and wisdom. You are learning what it means to act with understanding. Nilo appeared beside him, smiling. You passed the first trial. My mother is pleased. You are ready for more. But always remember, every action has meaning, every choice matters. You must continue to learn and grow. Alex felt relief and pride, but also a deep sense of responsibility. This trial had shown him that intelligence alone was not enough. True strength came from understanding, respect, and compassion. The boy led him down the mountain, their footsteps quiet on the glowing stones. Along the way, Alex saw the creatures he had helped, now moving freely and happily. The forest seemed more alive, vibrant, and harmonious. You see, human, Nilo said. Your actions create ripple effects. Every choice affects everything around you. This is why my mother tests all who enter our world. Only those who understand can truly belong. Alex nodded, absorbing the lesson. I understand, he said. I will remember. By the time they returned to the floating chamber, the twin suns were setting, painting the sky with brilliant colors. Alex sat beside Nilo near a glowing stream, reflecting on the day's challenges. You did well, Nilo said softly. Tomorrow, the trial continues. You will face new challenges, and the lessons will be harder. But you have taken the first step. You are ready. Alex looked out at the valley, the floating structures glowing softly, the creatures moving in peaceful harmony. He realized that his journey was not just about surviving trials, it was about learning to see, understand, and respect life in all its forms. I will do my best, he said, his voice firm. I want to learn everything I can. Nilo smiled, a quiet warmth in his expression. Then you will succeed. Your heart is ready, human. You will see how far it can carry you. Alex leaned back against the glowing crystal, feeling a calm strength he had never known. The trial had tested him in ways he could not have imagined, but he had succeeded. And in that success, he found not only confidence, but a deep sense of purpose. Tomorrow would bring more challenges, but for now, he allowed himself to rest. The valley below shimmered in the light of bioluminescent plants, the creatures moving gracefully, and the air filled with a soft, harmonious hum. Alex Harper, human explorer, felt a new connection to the world around him, and he understood that this bond, this learning, was only the beginning. As the twin suns disappeared behind the horizon, Nilo whispered gently, "You have done well today. Sleep now, human. Tomorrow, the journey continues." Alex closed his eyes, feeling the warmth of the alien world around him, and knew that he was ready for whatever trials lay ahead. The morning sun broke gently across the valley, casting a warm golden glow over the floating structures and glowing forests. Dr. Alex Harper stood beside Nilo at the edge of the high plateau, looking down at the vibrant world below. Today was the final part of his journey, the ultimate test of his courage, wisdom, and empathy. The mother had summoned him, and he felt a mixture of excitement and determination. You are ready, human, Nilo said softly, bouncing lightly on his toes. Today, you will show not only your heart, but your understanding of our world. Remember everything you have learned. Alex nodded, his pulse quickening. I will. I have learned a lot, Nilo. I will not fail. Nilo smiled, and together they descended toward the central valley. The air was alive with energy. Every plant, every creature seemed aware of them, observing quietly. Alex felt a deep connection with this world now, as if he had become part of its rhythm. The mother appeared ahead, standing on a floating platform of crystal. Her presence radiated calm power. Alex Harper, she said, her voice both melodic and firm, you have completed much of what I asked. Today, your final challenge is not only to act wisely, but to inspire trust and harmony. You must show that humans can care, create, and protect even in ways that are unfamiliar to us. Alex's mind raced. He had faced trials of courage, patience, and empathy before, but this sounded larger, more complex. I understand, he said firmly. I will do my best. She inclined her head. Then proceed. Nilo led him toward the village, where he noticed a commotion. Several alien children had wandered into a section of the valley where the glowing rivers ran faster, and the terrain was treacherous. Some of the elders were trying to guide them back, but the currents were too strong, and the children risked being swept away. Alex's heart pounded. Without hesitation, he He assessed the situation, using fallen branches and vines. He quickly constructed temporary bridges and safety lines to stabilize the paths. He communicated calmly with the children, using gestures and soft words, guiding them carefully back to safety. Nilo assisted, showing him the finer points of balance and movement in the alien landscape. The mother watched quietly from her platform, her expression calm but attentive. The elders observed as well, their glow shifting as they measured Alex's actions. When the last child reached safety, Alex stepped back, breathing heavily. He realized that every choice he had made, every moment of careful observation, patience, and planning had led to this success. The children were safe, the environment unharmed, and the creatures around them moved peacefully once more. Good. The mother's voice said gently in his mind. You acted with courage and care. You used your knowledge and your heart. You have shown understanding, wisdom, and empathy. But there is one final step. Alex looked at her, his mind alert. What must I do? Walk among them, she said. Walk among the people, the creatures, and the world itself. Let them see you as you are. Let them feel your intent. Your actions must inspire trust, not only through deeds, but through your presence. Only then will the bond be complete. Alex nodded, taking a deep breath. He stepped forward into the heart of the floating village. The structures glimmered softly, and the resident creatures of all shapes, sizes, and colors watched cautiously. Alex moved slowly, calmly, making no sudden gestures. He smiled gently, spoke softly, and observed the small details of life around him. A small creature with wings like glass approached, hovering uncertainly. Alex knelt, extending a hand carefully. The creature flitted onto his palm, its body delicate and glowing. Alex spoke softly, letting the energy of respect and care flow from him. The creature chirped happily and flew back to its family. The elders watched, their glow shifting. Whispers of energy passed between them as they observed Alex's behavior. He helped creatures find food, guided lost ones back to their homes, and adjusted the delicate flow of energy in the rivers to prevent disruption. Every action was small, yet meaningful. Nyla walked beside him, offering guidance and encouragement. See, human, the boy whispered, your actions show that your heart understands. Your spirit is part of this world now. Ours passed, and the sun began to set. Alex's movements were careful but confident. He realized that the lesson was not only about doing good, but about being present, mindful, and connected. Every choice, every step, had meaning. Finally, the mother descended from her platform, her glowing presence radiant in the light of the setting suns. Alex Harper, she said, her voice calm and strong, you have completed your trial. You have shown courage, empathy, patience, and wisdom. You have acted not for reward, but for understanding. Your heart is aligned with the life around you. The elders nodded, their colors shifting in approval. One stepped forward, its gaze warm. We have seen your intent, human. We have seen your actions. Your species has potential. You have proven that humans can act with care, creativity, and respect. You are worthy of trust. Alex felt a deep swell of emotion. He bowed, humbled and grateful. Thank you, he said. I only wish to understand your world. I never imagined I could earn your trust. The mother smiled softly. Trust is earned through action, understanding, and heart. You have shown all three. Humanity has much to offer the galaxy, if it learns as you have. You are a bridge between our worlds. Nilo hugged Alex's leg, his eyes shining. I knew you could do it, human. My mother is proud of you. So am I. Alex laughed softly, feeling warmth spread through him. Thank you, Nilo. You helped me more than you know. The mother extended her hand. Come closer, human. Look upon our world not as a visitor, but as a friend. Alex stepped forward, and as he did, he felt a wave of energy surround him. It was gentle, warm, and welcoming. He could sense the flow of life through the forests, rivers, and creatures. For the first time, he truly understood the bond that connected all things, the balance of care, respect, and understanding that made life possible. You see, Alex, the mother said softly, this is what it means to belong. You are not here to conquer, to take, or to command. You are here to learn, to connect, and to grow. You are part of this world now, and your actions will ripple beyond it. Alex felt tears prick his eyes. I understand. I will not forget this. I will take what I have learned back to humanity. The mother nodded. And in time, perhaps your species will learn as well. You have shown the best of humans today. Your kind can create, protect, and understand. Never forget that. The twin suns set behind the horizon, casting a radiant glow over the floating valley. The creatures moved peacefully, the rivers glowed softly, and the forest shimmered with life. Alex felt a deep connection, one that transcended language, culture, and species. Nilo tugged gently at his hand. We will see you again, human, he whispered. This is only the beginning. Alex smiled, looking at the boy and then at the mother. I will be back, and I will bring others who wish to understand, not harm. The mother inclined her head. Then the bond is complete. Go with knowledge, courage, and heart. Let humanity see the possibilities of what it can become. As Alex prepared to leave, he looked back one last time at the valley. The floating structures, the glowing rivers, and the creatures all seemed to pulse in harmony, as if acknowledging his presence. He felt small, yet infinitely connected to something greater than himself. The journey had tested him in ways he could not have imagined. He had faced fear, uncertainty, and the challenge of understanding a world far beyond human comprehension. But he had succeeded, not through power, but through empathy, patience, and respect. And as he stepped onto the path that would return him to his research outpost, he knew one thing for certain. Humanity had a chance not just to survive in the galaxy, but to thrive, to learn, and to grow in ways that mirrored the best of what he had seen. The little alien boy waved goodbye, his eyes sparkling with promise. Alex waved back. I will see you again, Nilo, and I will remember everything you taught me. As he left the floating valley behind, Alex Harper felt hope swell in his heart. The galaxy was vast, full of challenges and wonders, but he had seen the potential of cooperation, understanding, and the human spirit. Humanity's journey among the stars had only just begun, and now, for the first time, he truly believed it could rise to meet the wonders ahead and in the distance. The mother watched silently, her presence calm and powerful, knowing that one human had shown the courage and heart to bridge worlds.